Have you ever bought the best device only to realize that you barely use it? 3 months ago, I did something that seemed crazy at the time. Despite owning an iPad Pro, I went out and bought the 7th generation iPad mini. My reasoning? The Pro wasn't leaving my desk as often as it should. Today, I'm going to be sharing my real life experiences with both iPads and why one of them has really stood out as my everyday carry. What's shaking, bacon? I'm Kyle, this is Tech Commons, and for a while now I've been asking myself, does an iPad mini make sense for me when I already own an iPad Pro? After 3 months of using both, I've gathered my thoughts to share, and let me tell you, things played out way better than I originally thought they would. Let's start with what had been my long-term, everyday carry, the iPad Pro. I've had this device since launch, and there is no denying its capabilities. The iPad Pro has a whole host of exceptional features, but these are the ones that really stand out to me. Even after hundreds of hours of use, the display still is mind-blowing. Every time I edit photos or watch HDR content, I'm reminded why I spent the money. Coming from the previous generation, it's genuinely an upgrade. Not only is the Pro a visual upgrade, the Pro pretty much handles everything I've thrown at it. I've edited 4K videos and played the latest games and never experienced anything really abnormal. The keyboard accessories are outstanding. The Magic Keyboard from Apple is great, but I personally went with the Logitech keyboard and case. I still haven't gotten over breaking my original iPhone in high school, so everything gets a case. Battery life is rock solid. Even with the gorgeous display, I constantly get through entire projects and don't feel the need to plug it in like some other tablets. Despite the size, it's surprisingly portable when I need it to be. I used to take it everywhere with me, even on vacations abroad. Well, that's before the Mini came along. But even with all the positives, I can still boil down some of my frustrations with the device, starting with the fact that how expensive it is. A price that really hurts. You were looking somewhere around $1,800 for the smallest storage size in the 13-inch with the Apple Pencil Pro and the Magic Keyboard. After biting the bullet on the price, you are still held back by the iPad OS. It has come a long way from where it used to be at. It's still moments where I have to switch back to my MacBook for certain tasks. Even with that being said, sometimes it feels like it's overkill. It's kind of like bringing a Lamborghini to grab groceries. It's super capable, but not always necessary. Now let me tell you about the 7th gen iPad mini, which has genuinely changed how I use tablets. The portability is game changing. It goes everywhere with me. Meetings, vacation, even late night work sessions in bed. It is a perfect handheld tablet for using it anywhere that you need to use it. The A17 Pro chip that it has in it is more than enough for 90% of my daily tasks. Sure, it's not M4 MacBook level, but it rarely does it ever matter in real world use. The Apple Pencil Pro support has made this my go-to note-taking device. The size is perfect for quick notes during meetings. Pair this with some of the scanning features in the Notes app and you quickly are becoming a note-taking pro. It has become my primary way of consuming content across all my devices. This is probably my go-to. It's perfect for researching topics on the go, letting my wife watch her favorite series on long car trips, or just a quick gaming session. The 7th gen iPad mini is the gold standard for smaller form factor tablets. No other tablet on the market does it as well. Being able to hold it comfortably in one hand while taking notes with the Apple Pencil Pro is game changing. You're going to have a bad time trying to do this with an iPad Pro unless you're Shaq. The iPad mini has some genre leading features, but it doesn't mean that it's perfect. It falls short in a couple key areas. One of the biggest ones is when I'm needing to do some serious work with a couple of apps. The smaller size feels extremely limiting for split screening apps. This is something that I do quite frequently with my iPad Pro. Productivity takes another hit due to the lack of an official Apple keyboard case. The third-party options are just okay, and dragging around the Bluetooth keyboard kinda puts the kibosh on the mini's portability. My biggest overall issue with the 7th gen iPad mini is the battery life is subpar at best. I find myself charging it far more often than I have ever had to with my iPad Pro. This also falls in line with me using the Mini a lot more than I did the Pro. Here's what surprised me the most. I use the Mini about 80% of the time now. The iPad mini is now my daily driver, note-taking beast used for reading and researching, quick emails, and watching my favorite YouTubes. The iPad Pro, on the other hand, has become my desktop companion for my Windows workstation, video editing away from my MacBook, and attempting my hand at drawing. I'm a horrible drawer. I'm trash at it. I have no artistic ability. None. I have zero artistic ability. I can't draw. After 3 months with both, here's my advice when it comes to making decisions for which iPad is best for you. If you're a creative professional and you regularly edit photos and videos, create digital art, or need a laptop replacement, go with the Pro. The extra screen real estate and the power are worth it. But if you're someone who takes a lot of quick notes, reads extensively, wants something ultra portable, values convenience over raw power, the Mini might surprise you just like it surprised me. The biggest lesson that I've learned from trying this is that the best iPad isn't about the specs. It's about which one you'll actually pull out of your bag more often. The Pro is objectively more powerful, but the Mini has become my go-to device simply because it's with me all the time. Sometimes the best tech isn't the most powerful, it's the most practical for your daily life. Drop your comment below if you've had similar experience with your iPad choices, and if you're trying to decide between these two iPads, let me know your use case in the comments below, and I'd love to help you choose based on my experience with both of them. Thank you for watching Tech Comments, and I'll see you next time.